Well, a couple of reports over the weekend are worth looking at in the context of the swearing in of a new government, Joe Hockey taking over as Treasurer, and how the Abbott government will approach the economy. After a lot of the hyperbole before the election, it emerged over the weekend that the rhetoric is now being toned down about debt and deficit because the job of winning the election has been done. And indeed, the prospect is of the new government actually trying to stimulate the economy and maybe even going out and borrowing a little bit more money to do that. Now, this is in the context of the need to stimulate the economy and keep things going based on Treasury advice, and then you have the areas where that stimulus might occur. Now, Tony Abbott has said he doesn't want to spend money in the major cities on public transport. He wants to spend money on roads. Truth, of course, is there are a number of big transport projects in the major cities that first of all need to happen, that are ready to go, but at the moment they need extra funding. And then you have a report over the weekend which says that so-called Gen Ys, younger people, are using public transport in increasingly large numbers, that they're shying away from cars and they're happy to travel on trains or buses to get to work or to university, wherever they are going, because unlike other generations, they are connected. They've got iPads and phones and smartphones and computers, and they can access video, they can communicate with people via these things, and they can work and be fully connected while they're sitting in a train or a bus. Now, of course, you can't do that while you're behind the wheel of a car trying to drive that car, and that is seen as one of the reasons why more of them are using public transport. That's good news. If we've got more people using public transport, it does though then lead to an argument, let's build more of it and more efficient public transport. If there's a need to spend more money in Australia on infrastructure to try and stimulate the economy, well, there I think is the perfect marriage of something that is emerging as a trend, something that needs to be done, something that's so-called shovel ready. These projects, many of them are ready to go, and a government which is increasingly being told by its advisors, you're actually going to spend a little bit more money to keep the economy on track and keep people in jobs. So it's over to you, Joe Hockey, once you're sworn in later in the week.